Sauti ya Kilimo, Mifugo na Uvuvi.
Minister for Blue Economy and Fisheries from the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar, Honorable Suleiman Makame, and permanent secretaries, both from the mainland and Zanzibar, retired government officials, our development partners from different parts of the world, stakeholders. I can see a lot of stakeholders from our sectors, agriculture, all protocols observed. So may I start with the introduction part of the livestock sector. The livestock sector is a major economic activity in our country. At least 2.2 million households of Tanzania, that is 35%, contributing production of 800,000 tons of meat and 3.6 billion liters of milk, but again 5.5 billion eggs, 14.1 million pieces of hides and skins as per 2023. Overall, the livestock products contribute to per capita consumption of 15 kilograms of meat and 62 liters of milk and 106 eggs per year, against the respective recommended rates of 50 kilograms of meat per person, 200 liters of milk per person, and 300 pieces of eggs per person per year. In addition, our export value with regard to the livestock sector stands at 14.7 thousand tons of meat, 5,000 kilograms of milk, 800,000 pieces of hides and skins. Together, this makes 61.4 million US dollars and 435,000 US dollars and 2.4 million US dollars respectively. Here you can see the potential that we have regarding to the investment opportunities. And now let me talk of these potential that we have in our livestock sector. As you can see, we are endowing the various potentials suitable for a investment, and among them, the diverse ecological zones that support production of different types of livestock. Example, the southern highland of our country favors the dairy production, and the central and lake zones favors beef, cattle, and goats, while the northern highland, beef, cattle, and sheep. And as I said before, we have the big population of animals here in Tanzania, though the production, you can see, we have a big gap from the recommendation of FAO if you compare to the consumption at the local market or domestic. But again, you can see the export opportunity that we have. This calls for more investment, and that means if you put your money, you are assured of having back those money, and you will be having more of the benefits. So number 3, availability of arable land that can support pasture, seed, and pasture production. The 75% cost of production in animals, feed resources. So we are seriously looking after the investment for feed resource production. For instance, pasture commercial production will mitigate even the climate issues that we are facing every year, for losing our cattle, thousands of them. So if we have more of the investment in commercial pasture production, we think this may combat the problem that we are facing every year during the dry season. But again, as I said before, if you go to the poultry sector, you can see the cost of production is higher because of the feed resources. More of investment in yellow maize, more of investment in soya beans are needed so that to fill this gap that we are facing each and every year. Yesterday, Honorable Minister Bashe of Agriculture was speaking to the audience, and actually he gave the evidence that every year, we from the poultry sector, we are asking the agricultural minister to give us a portion of maize, so to fill the gap for our producers. of poultry. This is a big opportunity that we are posing for more investment. And the land is there from we government, but again, there are land from our villages, the TICs, and every government institution as well. Number 4, we have already available market of livestock and livestock products in Tanzania. Population of 61 million. Regional market in East Africa and SADC and the African Continental Free Trade Area with a human population of more than 1.4 billion. Another opportunity is we have improved and conducive business environment. You can see in the country by waiving some of the taxes, fees, and non-tariff barriers in trade of livestock and livestock products. Someone want to bring breeds from outside to Tanzania. Previously, we were charging some amounts, but nowadays, from our Department of Veterinary Services, we waive. So you're only asking for a permit, and then you bring your breeds to Tanzania. But again, growing of financial services, including insurance services that has been extended to livestock industry, and the presence of conducive and stable political environment, the potential of high number of human capital, including youths and women. We have a big number of youths and women, and actually our population is a young population, according to the census that we had recently. You can see this is another opportunity that we have in the livestock sector, and to prove this, we have the BBT program, which is going on, and the youths, every youth in the country is looking for this opportunity. And we government, we have already put aside about 20 billion Tanzania shillings in this financial year. And these 20 billion Tanzania shillings, equivalent to about 8.7 million US dollars, we put it in a different incubation centers to capacitate for capacity building of our youths, women and men. We have some interventions and again opportunities in livestock sector. One is through our livestock sector transformation plan, LSTP. You can find it everywhere. If you Google, you can see it in your computers or elsewhere, which encompasses 7 key areas as follows. One is improving animal breeds. We are seriously looking after investment in animal breed. Here in Tanzania, our stakeholders, they are buying better breeds from abroad, mainly South Africa, Kenya, and some other parts of our African continent. Some of the stakeholders are right here. They usually spend a lot of money from South Africa. One bull can be even 14 million Tanzania shillings. So this is about maybe 4,000 US dollars taking it from South Africa to Tanzania. This is a big opportunity. We want our breed better. So if someone is interested, we invite, and our doors are widely open for anyone to come and invest with us for improving our breeds. Another opportunity that we are looking for interventions is improving pasture and water by establishing commercial farms of pasture and pasture seed production. As I spoke before, we mainly see in Tanzania, maize are moving from one part of our country, some other part of our country, and even beyond our borders. We think this can even be for animal feeds. We want to see the forages, the hays, moving from one part of our country to the other part of our country in need to save our animals dying for because of the feed. So this is another opportunity, and we in government, we are ready. We have the land belongs to government company known as National Ranching Company, about 600,000 hectares all around our country. And again, we have a livestock multiplication units. These again have a land of about thousands of them. We invite for more investment. You bring your idea, we look after it. If we see it is viable, then we can do something together. And number 3 is strengthening animal health system through vaccination campaigns and control of ticks and tick-borne diseases. You see here we have another opportunity, and now we are starting the massive campaign of our animals. Up to now, for the pastoralists, we have only 20% a vaccination campaign. We think we have to take it more, and to start with, we have about 5 animal diseases that we are looking for. Vaccinate our animals, like foot and mouth diseases, others like brucellosis, and some other diseases. So livestock products contribute to improving quality of the diet, and this is, we talk of nutrition, like enhancing extension services by equipping extension officers with extension kits and transportation, research and training, value addition of livestock products, creating enabling environment for business and investment. And here we have the best private sector desk in our ministry. This is to facilitate, if anyone want a connection, have the questions, before you come to us, maybe queuing to see the minister or to see the permanent secretary, we have the best private sector desk that can connect you to the financial services and some other parts at TIC, whatever, bankers, whatever you need from the livestock sector, they can help you and have the solutions of what challenging you are facing. To finalize, the livestock sector is mainstreaming employment opportunities agenda through engagement of youths and women through a program known as Building a Better Tomorrow through livestock and fisheries entrepreneurship. That is BBT Live. This is a flagship project of our Excellency President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan. And as I said before, we put aside about 20 billion Tanzania shillings, but we want to take it, reach more villages, more of our districts and regions in our country. Thousands of young women and young men should be taken into the program. And here we're asking for more fund, more investment, development partners from the private sector, from elsewhere to cooperate with us. So to make sure that the program reach out as many young men and women as possible. Yes, lastly, the linkage between agriculture sector, that is we in the livestock and crops. As I said before, the feed resources for livestock and fish are obtained from crop production. We in livestock, again, we produce manure, and this is very important for fertilizing our soil, improve crop production. So the use of food-based approach in the prevention of malnutrition is one of top global priorities. Animal source foods have scientifically proven to have best quality proteins with all essential amino acids needed by the body. They also promote uptake of other nutrients, thus help in the prevention of malnutrition. And the Global Nutrition Report shows that investing in nutrition is the most cost-effective driver for development and prosperity, as every $1 invested in nutrition generates $16 in return. In conclusion, our country once again feels privileged to host the African Food System Forum in this 2023 year, through which we showcase our potential to feed Africa and the rest of the world. We therefore call for the robust investment partnership in achieving this important continental goal to cope with the exploding global population. We are creating enabling environment and ready to feed the world. I thank you very much. Asanteni sana.
Sauti ya Kilimo, Mifugo na Uvuvi.